Absolute versus relative referencing in Excel. All right, folks, let's talk about the difference between absolute and relative referencing. Trust me, once this clicks, you're going to feel like you've unlocked a secret level in a video game. Now, I mentioned this briefly a couple of lessons ago, but here's the thing you need to know right off the bat. Excel uses relative referencing by default. That's just how it rolls. Let's see relative referencing in action. So let me show you a super quick example of how relative referencing works, and then we'll jump into absolute referencing and why it's a total game changer. To demonstrate this, I'm just going to type in some numbers down here, and we'll add some more numbers right next to them. There we go, looking good. Now, let's say I want to calculate the totals of these numbers. Easy enough, right? I can type in sum, select the cell range, close the bracket, hit enter, and boom. Now I can drag that formula down using the fill handle. Here's where the magic happens. As I drag this formula down, Excel uses relative referencing to automatically adjust the cell references. Pretty neat, huh? If we double-click on this first total, you can see the cells that this formula is referencing are B6 and C6. Now check this out. If I look at the last formula, you'll see that Excel has adjusted those cell references as I drag the formula down. So now it's summing B8 to C8. This relative referencing is what allows me to copy this formula down and have all my formulas stay correct. It's like Excel is reading my mind. Well, sort of. But here's the thing. As you'll soon discover, relative referencing doesn't always work in every situation. Sometimes it's just not the right tool for the job. And that's where absolute referencing comes to the rescue. Time for absolute referencing. All right, let's look at a real-world example. On this worksheet, I've got some employee names in column C and their salary in column D. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to calculate the reward amount for each of these employees. And if you look over at cell J1, you'll see that all members are getting a reward of 3%. Lucky them, am I right? So how do I calculate this amount? Well, it's pretty straightforward. I want to take the salary in cell D2 and multiply it by the reward amount of 3% in cell J1. And there we go. The reward is $15.60. That's 3% of their total salary. Math is beautiful sometimes. Now, what I want to do is apply this same calculation to all the other employees. So logically, I should be able to grab my autofill handle and drag this formula down, right? Wrong. Oh, so wrong. Take a look at what happens. It's not working at all. I'm getting 0 in all of these other cells. 0, as in nothing, as in sorry, buddy, no reward for you. So why is this happening? Let's double-click and investigate one of these formulas a bit further down to see which cells it's referring to. Okay, here we go. D11, which is correct. We want to multiply the salary. But wait, look at this. It's referring to J10. J10 is way over here, and that's a completely blank cell. What happened is Excel assumed that if I'm dragging this formula down, it needs to modify all the cell references and move them down one row each time. For the salary part of this calculation, that's absolutely fine. But for the reward percentage, not so much. In this example, we always want this formula to refer to J1. We don't want it to wander off and start referencing blank cells like some lost puppy. So with that in mind, we need to make cell J1 absolute. Let's delete everything we have and start fresh. We're going to say equals. It's still going to be D2. We're still going to multiply it by J1. But here's the secret sauce. We need to make J1 absolute. The way we do that is by pressing the F4 key once on our keyboard. And just like that, it places $signs in front of the column and the row number. It'll look like $J, $1. Those $signs are basically telling Excel, hey, lock this cell reference right here and don't you dare move it. So I'm saying lock column J and lock row 1. Hit enter. And now if I double click to copy this formula down, drumroll please, the formula is working. Everyone gets their reward. If we check one of the formulas further down, we can see it's now referring to D17 for the salary, but it's still multiplying by J1, exactly what we wanted. Why this matters. Knowing when to use absolute referencing is a really important skill in Excel. It's one of those things that separates the spreadsheet newbies from the spreadsheet ninjas. Now, there's actually another type of referencing called mixed referencing, where you basically lock just the column or just the row, but not both. Those are by far the least common ways of using cell referencing. Most of the time, you're going to be using absolute or relative. So for now, we're just going to stick to those. Get some practice with these first, and then later on, we'll tackle mixed referencing. Finishing up our rewards spreadsheet. All right, so now these calculations are all correct. The only thing left for me to do is complete the total compensation for everybody. The total compensation is basically going to be a sum calculation where we add the salary plus the reward. So equals sum, and we want to say salary plus reward. This time, we're totally fine with relative referencing because we want to copy down, and it's perfectly okay for the cell references to adjust each time. No dollar signs needed here. Let's double-click to copy that down. And there we have it, a completed reward spreadsheet with everyone's new salary calculated correctly.